it was a really fun time. So.
And yeah, it's
Difficult.
I swore I wasn't going to talk as long as I did to Nikita and actually eat this, but I may just reheat it and eat it after class. But I'm like,
so is it like I see red sauce. Is it like lasagna of some sort?
it is an eggplant parmesan. And I also threw it on top of a stir fry, so that makes it really confusing. So it's not a dish that should be by itself. Or it should two dishes that should be alone. I just mix them all together and eat it.
Sometimes that's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Is meals that you don't think go together. So.
Right.
It's funny. What was that? Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday night I made spaghetti and I did turkey meatballs instead of ground beef.
Okay, yeah, that's how my mom kind of like started us when we were younger with like different substitutions for beef, and then. But maybe I'll just eat after class. How are you doing? Mm-hmm.
And then I have to do my observation group assignment.
You did do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Cool.
I don't know if you can see my comment, but my computer has been broken. And then I had locked myself out of all Central State account. But I'm back in it now. But I did take it.
So you're just getting into D2L, you're saying. Okay. Yeah, I leave it open for you guys. Maybe I'm too flexible, but that's just how I roll. I'm like, just turn it in, make sure you do it. As long as we do the 3 major assignments, that counts for CSWE. Have you guys heard about the new licensing stuff? Do you all graduate this year? Let me see if I can find it. So there's something on CSWE. My wife said in the past 5 minutes, our daughter has upset James, our son, 3 times, taking his toys, hitting him, kicking him, and then smashed his fingers in her stupid dollhouse door and seriously hurt him.
I thought you had 2 girls in the same.
It is now girl first in 2020, a boy 10 and a half months later, and on New Year's, another boy coming.
Mr. Charles, when we was in Cincinnati, it was the girl in the boy.
It was a girl and a boy. It probably looked like 2 girls just because he was young.
I don't know why. I knew you had some, but I thought you just had 2 options.
Right. Yeah, we might not have known. You know how when they're young, you can't tell if they're a boy or a girl, I guess. But yeah, we have a boy and a girl, and then she just had 2. You can test the blood work at, I feel like it's as early as 8 weeks.
It might be something like that because I know my mom did like really early flowers, and they did it that way.
Yeah. Have you guys heard about the exam? You can take the exam your senior year. So whenever you graduate, you can take it your last semester if you want to, the licensing exam. But I can't remember if you all both want to go to graduate school or not. Okay. I don't know if I Googled the right thing. Council on Social Work Education. I think they just put this stuff up yesterday. So in the past, to keep accreditation, you would have to like show your passage rates on the licensing information and stuff. And do you guys have Nikita right now? Does she go over any of this stuff with you?
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing like practice questions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like she's using us the code of ethics slide, and then at the end of each slide she has tension. So she asks questions.
Okay. So license is how you get paid. This is because I did social work for 3 years without taking the licensure, but I only got $24,000 a year. And back then you could barely live off of that. Nowadays you could never live off of that. They probably pay a little more. When I got my license, they said we'll give you a 30% raise if you take it. No, it was a 50% raise. So it went from $24,000 to $35,000 a year. And that was the MSW. So it helps to get your license. And this is a good website for like everything that you do for licensing. So the exam, board training, and support licenses, regulations, and then different things that they have going on. I don't think they're going to let us go to UC funded this year like last year. Ebony said they don't have any money for it now. Dr. Ebony said no money's left. Because it was always UC who paid for it. I mean, Central doesn't have money, but she said, yeah, UC, we don't have the money now. Well, I was kind of sad. Is that where you guys are going to apply?
That was one of the top schools I was going to apply to.
Do you know which ones you want to apply to? You don't have to know. There's 800 that are accredited. And I don't know if that includes bachelor's and master's, or a lot of them have both. So,
Master's program?
Yeah.
I don't, because when I was looking, I wanted to stay in HBCU. So
Okay.
It's really not that much that offers master's.
Did you like do a search for those?
Mm-hmm.
So MSW at HBCU or something, did that even work? Is that even that doesn't sound. Which HBCUs have them? Here you go. It has the whole map. I didn't know that. Is this a stat they give you guys for Central? That HBCUs support 27% of all Black American STEM graduates, 40% of Black American engineers, lawyers, public school teachers, and 80% of judges. So which college is offering? Here you
It's
go.
only Howard University, Delaware State University, Fayetteville State University, Albany State University, North Carolina, Central University, Morgan State, Jackson State, Florida A&M, Alabama A&M, Carolina, Norfolk State, Valley State, Alabama State, Grambling, NCAT, Texas Southern, Lincoln, Alcorn, Tuskegee, Johnson C. Smith, Savannah State, Mississippi Valley, Kentucky State, Perryville A&M, and then I think later down the line, Central's going to offer that.
Right, we would like to. Is that what you're saying?
No, I heard that it is going to be a master program, but it's going to be later down.
Well, it takes a while to get us accredited, and they want us to have 6 full-time faculty. So here's all the ones. You're right. Maybe these are the only ones that are accredited. They only show 4. But then here's other ones, like you said. Oh, on campus. So the ones that have on campus are like Alabama State, Alabama. Which state do you want to go to?
Majority of the ones that I stated was on here.
Mm-hmm.
So I got
And then which year do you want to go?
right after I get out of school.
That's what I was thinking. So,
But the ones I got is, of course, UC, Carolina, Howard, FAMU, Jackson State, Texas Southern, Johnson C. Smith, Grambling, Alabama State, Southern University, Morgan State, Alcorn State, Spelman, Alabama A&M, UCLA, and USC.
so like next semester you want to go?
Well, that's the goal because I'm
Okay.
Technically labeled as a junior because I'm 3 credits behind.
Oh, right.
But, yeah,
But
I'm
okay.
making sure I pass all my classes and stuff. So.
are you next fall or next spring?
Next year.
Okay. So you have like 90 and you have 75 credits or something. Okay. So the only reason I'm kind of going through this, and I think it takes precedence over anything, is you actually apply to a lot of them at the end of the semester, especially for you. You could wait until summer because if you do advanced standing, you know that cuts a whole year out of your master's degree. When we stayed accredited, it means you qualify for advanced standing master of social work program. And instead of 66 graduate hours, you only need 36. It cuts an entire year out of graduate school, saves you like $20,000 in a year of your life. I wish I had done it. If you apply at the end of the semester and you start May, you do. So that's why I'm having the conversation now. I don't want you to get caught off guard where it's like, wait, I have to do that application for.
No, do like right at home. And that's the option.
Which one?
I said, I want to start my master's in August.
It is at some of them. In fact, I think UK, where Nikita's going, it's not a HBCU, but they allow that. I don't know if UC does.
Yeah, I was going. I was gonna go to my trio advisor and see if he could help.
Okay. And we can help you guys with this. If you wanted, like, you can always start it now too, and like that way be done by December. So here's what you need. I know they make it look super tough. Sometimes they give you an exception for this. That obviously would be the best. So a bachelor's degree within 5 years from your social work accredited program, which we are. Oh, here you go. I didn't know they had this. That's exciting. Here's the 800 schools that they have that are accredited. What? Of course it's not available. Okay, whatever. We're accredited. That's all that matters. I wanted to look at the list. A grade of B or higher in all social work classes. That's kind of annoying. We require you guys to have like a C or higher. But you know Dr. Ebony also helps for the UC thing.
Isn't Dr. Ebony
It's Dr. Ebony Speaks Hall. So Charlotte Allen's Dr. Allen. And she'll help because she's now Dean of Diversity and Inclusion at UC. Like, she's a big job. And she taught here a year and a half ago, pretty much. So here's how you apply. I just want to give you guys, sometimes it helps to apply to a few. She said they'll pay for your like application fee. That's what it was.
I know Wright State, if you get good grades and stuff like that, they'll pay you to go to school. Yes.
So that's why I'd say apply to them and UC. This is the one I feel like if we do have GPA between 2.75 and 3, qualify for the Pathways program, you apply as normal. And if the admissions committee determines you qualify, you're conditionally accepted in the MSW program. You take 2 graduate level social work courses as a non-matriculating student during the summer term. And then enter with a B+ or better in those classes. So here's the application. I'm sure they have, they do background checks. Before applying to the admission of social work, please be aware most social work agencies, which serve as field placements now require background checks. Okay, so which you're still allowed to have been in trouble, but they want you to explain why you're not going to get in trouble again. Like if you got something in college that happened, and then you apply. So here it is. This is a local one. That's the reason I mentioned that. And they do make it look way more complicated than it is, though, don't they? Because I feel like UK is way easier to apply to when they're even like online. That's probably why Nikita jumped on it. Is they let her like apply for real on May 15th. So here you go. CSW, oh, that's Louisville. I picked the wrong college. My daughter's driving my wife nuts. So how was the AA meeting? That was the other thing. I wanted to ask you guys about.
I prefer going in person than online.
Did you go in person?
You know, I went
Okay. You're saying it would have probably been more impactful, which you can always go. I know it's like there's hundreds of open AA meetings if you get a chance.
because I feel like online is, I don't know. I feel like in person it would be different. Like if people wants to talk and engage, it's gonna be more like online. It's
Right.
just more of
Like, are you
like
doing
what I'm doing here.
right? I agree with you about the in-person stuff, and that's why, because we're like a helping profession, a lot of our stuff is face to face. We'll want to do stuff in person now. Did you guys also start your internships yet?
What did you?
Like, you know how you do to graduate from here, you do
Oh, GM 1, 2, 3 internship.
right
No, not yet. I'm taking 1, 2, 3 this semester.
right now.
So I probably, not probably, but next semester,
That's when you finish it and find out kind of the deals there, which she offers internship fall and spring. So that's helpful. And the majority of students like observing a group at their internship. That's the only reason I mention it. Or if you like know a place you would like to intern.
Well, so how many social work classes you need to take before we done with this?
I feel like there's 12. Let me open that for you though. You have your check sheet all ramped up?
For the most part, yeah, there's a few classes I think I still have to take.
Okay. So here is, I'm hoping I'm not, there it is. So this is what you look at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah, I'm all on the right side.
So,
9, 10.
intro to social,
There's really just like 10 or 12, but then stats and research.
yeah, the intro to social work.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta do intro to social welfare too. Oh yeah, I did that one.
I was going to say, if you didn't, I feel like there's a
behavior.
B term offered in that and HBSE too.
Is it human growth or no?
Human behavior in the social environment, HBSE.
Yeah, I took human behavior.
So 2 is offered second term if you still have like space left on your schedule. Just because Solomon took a semester off. Mm-hmm. So you're on that side. Okay.
Yeah, I have my copy and my application, but it's in a different folder, so I have to bring it out again in the application.
I'm gonna take human behavior 1 and 2.
Yes. It is offered second half in October, so you can register now and take it in October.
And then
How many hours are you registered for right now? Like 15?
I'll take 6 classes.
Oh, okay. And they let you take overload if you're a graduating senior with above a 2.5, I believe.
I'm confused.
Which ones do you think you're needing still? So HBSE 1 and 2?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you all the social work classes.
Okay.
Well, I took introductory sociology, introduction to social work, introduction to social welfare, introduction to psychology, human behavior and the social environment 1, human growth and development. I don't know if that counts as social. Stats to social and behavior.
Oh, yeah, that's down here.
Social work in the healthcare service, social welfare policy and services.
Oh, you took a lot of these electives.
Human behavior in the social environment 2.
You took it. Well, keep going though. That's good. And then you're doing 1, 2, and 3, and you have your elective, and you have stats and research. And then if you have 120 hours, you graduate.
So what class do I need to take for social.
Well, you also need everything on this side. It sounds like you probably already did them, but like English, math, history, philosophy is critical thinking. Psych intro, soc intro. This is what gets most people because we take biology's 1,500, but you need another one that gives you 7 total hours of
That's
science.
what Ms. Jackson had to ask because they put me in 2 labs. And she's like, I don't know if I don't care.
Oh, that's right. She's your advisor. Okay. Did she get it fixed up for you, I guess, if that's,
No.
you don't know? Okay.
I'm gonna check back in.
Okay. Because you still can take second half classes. That's why I'm like, go ahead and look at it now. And if you're ahead of the game, you should be good. Like in the fall, do you have to take field seminar? You probably have these 2 right here.
Because I know for my minor, I just need 1 more class and I'm finished with
Oh, I forgot about minors. See, you can tell how on top of it I am.
it. So that's why once I finish my minor, I'll be halfway done.
Okay. That would be good. So yeah, I'm glad you guys reminded me
We need
because
public speaking too.
we do apparently.
I'm taking that one, and that's the worst experience.
I'm sure. Did you take public speaking?
I took it this past summer. It was online.
You're so lucky.
Yeah. Online's
So
better than
lucky.
in person.
No, it's not even that. It's more as if the teacher is okay. She's foreign. When I tell you how this class start at 1:00, she's closing and locking the door.
Nuh-uh.
Yes. She
What?
is. So if you come
My
out
friends told me
1:01
that I should do that. I said, I don't do that. They're like, you should close and lock the door. I'm like, nope. That's
Well,
not how I roll.
If you come out 1:01, 1:02, you just basically wasted your time trying to come to the class. Then it's like
That's stupid.
we try to tell her like you technically can't do that. She's like, well, as long as I'm teaching here, I could basically do what I want to do.
Does she have tenure or something? What's her last name?
I think so, because she said I've been working here 24 years.
Oh. Well,
Then it's like,
what country is she from?
I forgot. I
Okay.
don't want to say the Bahamas, but
Okay. Okay. That makes
You
sense.
know how you keep the assignment open?
I do. I know I'm too lenient, and then all the other teachers are jerks to you guys, so I feel like I should be more jerky about
No,
stuff.
I feel like me and personally, Mr. Charles, everybody states, if you're a social worker, everybody nominates you top 1 professor to get a class with. And it's not because you're
I hope I'm
idiot.
not that easy.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's more as if everybody states you're funny in your class, you engage. And I feel like, okay, it does get frustrating leaving assignments up and everybody turning in late.
Right.
Like honestly, on the students we have, like during DTL, it was shut down, so we can't access this. So
I know. I agree with that.
So
Yeah.
that's why, like, you leaving an assignment open, it was easy.
Right.
But her on her behalf, once that assignment locked, you just basically lost the points, and there's nothing you can do. She
Okay.
won't save your DTL messing up. She won't what day it was messing up, how long it was messing up. You got to screenshot some proof it was messing up.
Really?
It's just too much. No, I'm just like,
I maybe the COVID era was good for me because I started here in 2019. COVID happened, and then they were okay with flexibility because I've always been generally flexible, and I feel like that's the only reason I finished college. I had a real hard time my first few years, and I probably should have failed out. I found out I had dyslexia in graduate school, and so I got lots of help from assistive reading programs and like writing programs, and I got through it. And without those, I would have failed out. Most of my high school and grade school teachers are like, you aren't going anywhere. But luckily, they were flexible people, you know. Here's what my wife said she was doing, I bet.
You got new bubbles. Say thanks, Dada.
She's all bald right here. It's hilarious.
Mr. Charles.
What do you want to do when Dada comes home?
So I know she'll grow hair eventually.
Surf.
But it takes like 2 years, right? And that's the boy.
Hi.
That's the boy.
Oh, you guys want
He's
bubbas
huge.
now? Ready
He's
for
like
your
2
afternoon
pounds less
bubbas?
than her, even though they're 10 and a half months
Okay,
apart.
let's go get them.
They look like twins, and she's about to have another one on New Year's Eve. So we're screwed. We're gonna be in big trouble, like paying for him. He did get big. You're right. Like, dude was like, whoa. And she pushes him, but now he's almost the same size. I think he's going to start pushing back. She'll kick him and whatever, and I think he's going to be like,
Yeah, that's how we always.
mm-hmm. All right, so you guys have this. Remember to apply for you in December. You could maybe next semester, but I would just, it helps to get started on it because then that way,
And this is for the master's,
it is.
right? Okay.
That way you have like no gaps in when you apply to graduate school. Is there a city you want to be in or stay around or keep around here?
I probably want to, I mean, I'm kind of already close to Columbus, but maybe
Okay.
a little closer if possible.
OSU is
I'm
totally
only an hour
online.
away right now, so.
Right. And that's Wright State is right here. OSU, MSW is like all online. So is UK. How do you do OSU, MSW application? Okay. And they're a very good program also. They're probably no GRE. I love how they advertise that right here. That's what they did at UK. And I was like, yes, no graduate record exam. I'm in. Now none of them make you take a GRE. That I remember. Some of them might, and they are top ranked. So I don't know if they, then they said affordable tuition. So if you guys are Ohio residents, keep that in mind. It's a lot cheaper to go in Ohio if you're an Ohio resident. Oh, that's Ohio University. I thought it was OSU. Okay. Which that's an option too. I feel like they lost their accreditation temporarily this year for some reason though. So OSU is more, oh, there's LSU. So apply now. These guys have their own college, just like the College of Social Work at. This is what I like to see when you're applying to an MSW. You click and it's right there. MSW, apply now. Easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? Like, why can't they all be that? And I'd hope if we do it, it'll be that way. So you could do advanced standing, same deal. 3.0, so they're a little bit lower. The other one said 3.25. And a B in all your social work class. I'm sure if you have a C, they are forgiving. Schedule an information session. So you could do one in 3 days. You can watch that, and that's for starting in May. And they're online. And they have another one in 3 weeks. So then you contact them. Or application fee waiver. I love how they just like spell it out for you. They're like, and you can apply for free. Like that would be the one I'm applying to. You can apply for free as a lot of them are like $50. So if you apply to 7, that's $350. There ain't no way I have leftover student loan. Oh, maybe they don't let you anymore for free. Anyway, usually they will. So here it is. Yep. That's why I was saying, like, keep in mind. So you can apply December 1st for spring, summer, and fall. Okay, that's why traditional. Round 2 is April 1st. ASAP is summer and fall. I don't know why my eyes don't want to work. And then July 3rd, ASAP, fall, traditional. So they let you apply pretty late, kind of like UK's. That would be about a month and a half before school starts. This one, if it was summer, it's about a month before school starts. And this one, if you're spring. So that makes sense. And then, but they probably tell you when the deadline is for the advanced standing, right?
So if someone is applying in spring, they're going according to that schedule there, right?
That's probably correct.
Okay.
Because they don't specify if it's for advanced standing or not, but I would say, like, that's why I'm just giving you guys the warning shot for advanced standings. Like, it could be December. I know Miami University's January 15th, and I think February 15th. They're not impossible to fill out. They just ask for, like, references and let's see here. Well, did it say they have a link to here it is, advanced standing. So if you apply here, no GRE, 3.0, application. Whoa. Oh, it opens October 1st. Okay. Holy crap. So it is December 1st. I guess I was like, they keep on making them early and earlier. To be considered for fellowships. So if you want money, December 1st. And that's for like if you're starting, say, spring, like right when you graduate. Most people do. But if you don't care about getting free money, fellowships, and supporting materials December 1st, then it's March 1st. That's kind of nice and late. And then the final application deadline is July 22nd. That's the fall ASAP program, which is probably, oh, theirs is 43. Wow. At Miami, it was only 36 hours. That's why I go to Miami or Wright State. It's only 36 credit hours. That'll save you like $4,000, $5,000. So 4, 6. The reason is you guys have already taken all of these. Those foundation courses, you already have them all right here. These are your foundation courses. So you're already taking them your senior year. You know what I mean? That's why you only have 4 hours of that. If you choose an area of emphasis, say aging in health, mental health and substance misuse, child and youth services, or community and social justice, you take 6 hours of that. 12 of advanced practice. 6 of practice evaluation. That's what looks extra. That looks extra. Practice evaluation. What the hell is that? And then field education, seminar, and then electives. So, oh, there you go. Holy crap.
Whoa. Wait.
That's about right. Right? That's why you want to apply December 1st and get that money.
So.
That's why you want that money. I'm for real. Like start on.
How much they gonna pay you, or how much you gonna pay?
If you get a fellowship, it's free.
That's what I
And
want.
the fellowship is,
Like a graduate assistantship or money they got donated from somebody.
You see, the fellowship
They do.
is really, really worth that. This girl was busy. She said she was able basically. She didn't have to pay for school. She bought her new car off the lot. She wanted to.
Because she got her student loans out probably
She
22
wanted
grand.
to, she could pay her car off, but she wanted to. She said that money is gonna be a lot. You can do that.
Okay, so I do owe $250,000 in student loans. If you do teach at a public university, they're forgiven. If you work at a social work agency that's public, they're forgiven. But you're right, your living expenses, what you need to get to school, a car, electricity, food, a house, water.
But me personally, I want to pay something.
What's-
Someone else told me like if you work out of school and stuff like that, then they'll pay you and stuff like that. So
I also worked a-
getting paid.
Right,
Well,
so
you're not getting paid for nothing. Of course, you're getting paid for your hard work and education. But when you work at the university, they basically paying off your loans and stuff. So all you gotta pay for when you get paid is say like you got a car, your phone bill, and other stuff that you do. But if you don't got no partner or anything, you just saving.
So-
them numbers was nothing.
what'd you say?
I said the numbers was looking a little interesting.
Oh, how much it costs, you mean?
I mean,
Well-
I already knew that because I originally when I was a senior in high school, I applied to OSU. And they
It's
gave me
expensive.
funding, but not enough. And I'm like, we need to look at other options.
That's expensive. Dang, man.
No.
Holy crap.
And don't the masters take?
That's pretty much what I did, that one.
I thought when you get your masters, it take a year or two.
That's why I was, and I guess I was saying you saved $20,000. Now it looks like you saved $30,000 because you do they call it ASAP, advanced standing. Okay, that's where they get the ASAP. Now I understand. Advanced standing something program. Okay. Ooh, that's going to die soon. But we only have 12 minutes left anyway. Here's the last one. So remember to observe your group, put your homework in, but I wanted you guys to jump on this because we're already halfway through September. So here's their, hey, that's what I like to look at first. This is Miami University. They're only about, a skip and a jump. They used to be combined with Wright State,
That's what's in what's.
but then they divorced. I taught there when they were combined when Nikita was going, actually. So, hey, that's a lot of scholarships. How much is that? I tell you? So this is the most affordable school in the state of Ohio to receive your MSW from. If you're looking tuition degrees, they're accredited. This is the most, Miami and Wright State were supposed to be the most affordable. So, and then I feel like it's only 36 or 38 hours, and that other one was 43, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Oh, here they are. I was like, where is it? They don't have a list. So, oh, there's admission, program, foundation. What? Oh, okay. So you need 24. Maybe they are like up in the ante. No, you guys are already.
So if we go to this Miami.
This is Miami's.
So if we go to Miami, and since we're going to gym practice 1, 2, 3, we're going to have to take it there, or that's totally
Correct.
different. So okay.
It should be correct. Yeah. So this doesn't say. Is there an advanced standing program here? Because you're right. One of them should say the advanced standing program is this, and it doesn't right now. So I'm slightly concerned. Let's see here. You're right. So you've already taken some of those. Oh, and then you can request info. So that's a nice button too. They'll send you all the crap you need. Last one I want to do is it WSU? So you want to do all of these by right.edu. Oh, this one takes you right to start your application. Up to 20 grand in scholarship funding available for Ohio residents. Oh, that's Case Western Reserve. That's Cleveland, but they're expensive. All right. I hate when these complicated websites don't show you where to get in. Like, wouldn't you want it to be real easy? And I know that they pay Google to be first on the Google hit list, so that's why. Maybe I should search their MSW. And that's the last one I'll show you, but just so you guys, this was kind of my most important thing for you today, because yeah, if you started it today, you only have 2.5 months. What is that? October, November, and half of September. So is that one you were considering looking for? Is Wright State?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's because I'm tired of being in Ohio.
Oh, right.
It's really,
Are you an Ohio resident?
No.
Which state are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles, but I live in Las Vegas.
Oh, you've told me this several times. I'm sorry that I have a hard time remembering. So UNLV is a good one.
Oh no.
UCLA is a good one.
See, yeah, that's why I had
But they're
USC.
expensive.
That's why I had USC and UCLA on my list.
So
But
expensive.
UNLV, I don't know. Even though I had got a full ride there and stuff like that, I just can't be in Vegas. That's just not.
Right. This shows you the money you'll make as a marriage and family therapist or a social and community service majors, or it's really weird. I wasn't looking for that, but here you go. Program webpage. Dear Lord, finally found it. Okay. Hey, those are some of my old students as I taught at this one. So you get an MASW here. There's the places you can work in. And when is the MacBook going to die? It says 6% left. That's not bad. Okay. So here's your different jobs and then admissions, and here's the curriculum you have to take for this one. And you're right, you've already taken human behavior in the social environment 1 and 2. You've already taken a social welfare policy. You've already taken practice.
So basically,
Yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for.
and I was gonna ask, so each master program, they all offer the same courses basically?
It is pretty identical.
So basically, going to get my master's, half of us is not gonna be there that long, because we already took some classes.
Right, it's 1 year. Look, it's summer, fall, spring, and you're done. It's 1
I
year.
did not do it.
I know, it's just one. Look,
They
it's
said-
remember what OSU was though? Look at the difference of
I don't know, like.
Isn't that crazy? It's
when
11
people say-
hours.
When people say a year or two, I don't know, it just seems so long.
It
But
does.
When we break it down like fall semester, spring semester, and then summer semester, probably so.
Which means
It's
you
just
get
like, okay.
Christmas off, which means you get, although, you know,
And
yeah.
that's
So,
how me and my mom broke it down. And
yep. It's
like, when she broke
34.
it down, it's like my time was
Remember what we looked on the OSU webpage? It's like 43. So it's an 11-hour difference. 34, 43. So 9-hour difference. They have you take 9 extra hours. Dang, that's a lot. Though. 43. And it's probably because of this. I don't know why. They must have special money for that. And they make you take it. I'm serious. It's like, why else can you get an MSW with 34 hours? And they require 9 more hours? Like, that seems absurd. But
And what was the hours for Miami?
I feel like Miami is identical to Wright State.
Okay, so both are-
I don't know for sure, but they were the same program until last year. They were the exact same program. And I had to teach this one once. I had to teach this one a lot. All of these field seminars and social work assessment in the DSM. And then cultural competency, which you guys could have actually taken here, but you probably only have to take it's literally only like 10 classes plus your internship. That's it. 10 classes, internship is this much.
And each semester, like, you know how this semester I'm taking 6?
Yes,
Are we able to do that in the master's program?
you are. It looks like you do that here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, looks like that's what you do right there.
So that's not that bad.
Nope. It's just like
It's don't take 11 months.
I know.
Because
Well,
we're able to take as many classes as we can handle.
they usually have you set curriculum. So you take those, then you take these, and you take those, and it's done. Because it's always like a set curriculum per program. So that way you get it all. I wonder if. No? Okay. So hopefully that gave you guys a good overview of what you're doing as you'll be in groups the rest of your schooling career, is you'll have like a cohort that you graduate with here. Do you have Ohio residency yet since you've lived here?
Besides Central State University.
I feel like you could. So that's one other thing to because Ohio is the cheapest place to get schooling and tuition and all that, and you get the same number of student loans. If you choose to go here, get your residency here.
How long is, what, a year or two?
1 year for an MSW.
Oh, no, I was talking about,
Oh, to get residency. It's usually 12 months.
okay.
You just go pick up your license, get an address, go vote.
Because I got, because when I came out here, I was young. I was 17. So I ain't have no ID. So I got an Ohio ID.
That helps.
And it's central address.
Use your central address. You've been here longer than 12 months, and then vote in the fall elections. Those are like the key determiners. Sometimes they want like a bill, like, hey, you pay bills here? Do you still live on campus?
Mhm.
I think they still let you get residency if you live on campus. So, and then that way, like literally that tuition here, what do they tell you your tuition? Maybe that's the other thing you want to look up. Because I know we have a minute and a half, if I can find the tuition in a minute and a half. Wouldn't that be like your first question? Like, how much is this going to cost me? Here's frequently asked questions. You think they tell you like how much it costs if you do frequently asked questions? Of course they don't. Oh, there it is. So I don't know who all those people are. I guess they changed those up too. But I remember being told this is the cheapest program that you can find. And then when you apply, you get about 3 of these. So this is good to know. I don't know if we've looked at that yet. You get reference letters from either your, this one has 275, but that might not be advanced standing. And then they'll give you $1,000 a year for scholarships. So hopefully there's also if you guys saw this, I put out on announcements, 3 miles away, they're going to have a MSW info session like in the next month at Cedarville. I don't know if it's online too, but they said it's open to all of us. So that is all that I have. Did you guys have?
I just wanted to know if I could get a copy of the check sheet.
Oh yeah.
Possibly the application. Are you all still filling those out, right? Application for college associate?
Yeah,
I was wondering, because I just haven't heard anything.
I know.
From my paperwork.
It is, you're right. It is on the website. We don't want to make it stressful or overwhelming. So yeah, do you mind emailing me that? And then this is about to die, but I'll get back to my office. If you just say, send those 2 things, and I can